Thank you so much for having me. I stand here today, a native Angelino, a lifelong Valley girl, and an unapologetic fighter to protect housing for the people who live and work in Los Angeles. Sadly, we are seeing the ridiculous acquisitions en masse of so much of our housing stock that should be made and was created to afford families that were no different than mine that opportunity to achieve that middle-class lifestyle. Sadly, we are seeing, because of proposals that are before us today, those hopes of families who live here in Los Angeles, seeing those opportunities fall further and further away from them. We need to ensure that the housing stock in Los Angeles is preserved for those workforce members that deserve to live in the communities that they call home, and that we need to protect the opportunities for these families, immigrant families no different than mine, from the opportunities to create that wealth creation, that generational opportunity that uplifts them out of poverty. And closing this loophole is a way of us achieving that. I want to make sure that everyone understands very clearly that those that ignorantly suggest that this has no effect in the San Fernando Valley could not be more wrong. This is not about individuals who seek to enjoy vacationing in the more affluent parts of our city. It affects us because we have finite housing stock, and we cannot build housing fast enough for the people who desperately need it. And so we cannot afford to avail more of the precious housing stock to individuals who are visiting Los Angeles. We have employment centers in our hotels for people to enjoy our city and make sure that we have the protections in our neighborhoods where individuals can raise their families, and making sure that we protect our city from availing more of these speculators to buy en masse in these communities is our first and primary responsibility. And we need to protect more housing for working families in the city of Los Angeles and be unapologetic about it, because we cannot stand aside watching the potential effects of the eviction moratoriums that are going to be lifted, and seeing more families displaced as a result of more units being afforded to people who have no connection here to Los Angeles. I want to thank my colleagues.